2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Colts will go on offense here. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Rivers now to throw on first down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The sack by Marcus Hunt. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a second down coming up. Hunter Henry brings it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Brissett. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Brissett. Funches has it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Brissett now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Rivers on first down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw is Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Brissett now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He completes it to Henry. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll throw again. Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. On play action, Rivers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Single.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. Running on first down, Eckler. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Benjamin's got it, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week Well, announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 2nd and 5 now. Brissett, he's got it to Hilton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. From the 24, Brissett got it complete to Rodgers. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and that will be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 39. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Charger drive about to get going. First down, Rivers. And caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. The 40, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Rivers now. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Again, it's Rivers. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Charger drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes throws, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready, 390.
Rivers now from the 50. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. From the red zone now, Rivers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. But down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is going to be caught. It's caught, and they've won the football game. Sometimes it comes down to one final play, a dramatic. Dramatic finish to this one.
And no player will ever admit to, hey, this is how I want to win a game. But behind closed doors at night as they're going to sleep, they do think about those dramatic endings. And how about that one? Go up and get it, Hail Mary, and sprint to the locker room with a victory.